Previously on Asking for a Friend, we had a fabulous conversation with Chip Bell. So it's really interesting to me, the parallel that you're using a lot of the same techniques with customers as we're recommending you use with employees.
Exactly. And with others, and not just with employees, not with just with customers, but people who sort of know the customer, who gives you a path.
Here's part 2. How do you include your customer in the innovation process?
Learn from the driver. The driver that's delivering your merchandise knows a lot. You know, the security guard when you enter or leave the building may know more about the customer who came in and their attitude when they left than 20 focus groups. So here again, it's learning to say, who knows? How do I access that? And again, what my point is that once customers realize you are sincerely interested in my ideas, my input, they're more likely to give you a lot more. And they're more likely to give you unfiltered ideas, which is really what you're looking for.
That's beautiful. Oh, Chip, thank you so much. All right, before I let you go, I have to ask you, because you wrote a song book to go with your new book, which I've got to admit I'm a little jealous of. I'd love to have a Courageous Culture song. And I'm going to share just a brief snippet of you playing it. But tell me, what inspired this particular song?
I just wanted to show off, to be honest with you. Well, this is a song. This is a piece about, and the whole collection of songs that are in the songbook are all about how to manage partnerships, how to manage relationships, particularly when things go wrong. I have a song called Caution Lights for Contracts. I have one about uncertainty. And it takes you through the route of a relationship when it's not going like you want it. And I think this particular song is about the fact that in every relationship there's going to be disruption, and so we should learn from that is don't let it go. You know, as soon as there's a sense of discomfort, disruption, that's our opportunity to say, wait a minute, things are not going right. Let's nip this in the bud. Look at it as early warning. Look at that as there's another song called The Pinch in a relationship. And I need to learn to surface it and deal with it in advance. And so this particular song tries to capture the sense of something's not quite right in the relationship and we don't really know yet what to do about it. And again, it's a preamble to the next song, which picks up on that whole path.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to cut to that. And then I'd just like to close by, tell us a little bit about your book.
Good. I'm delighted to.
Harmony has vanished. Where did it flee? What now will happen? We neither can foresee.
The name of the book is Inside Your Customer's Imagination, 5 Secrets to Creating Breakthrough Products, Services, and Solutions. Long subtitle. But think of it as inside your customer's imagination. And so my point of the book is the fact that today, organizations continually have to reinvent themselves. They've got to come out with new and different all the time. We've got a thirsty, hungry marketplace, always looking for the latest and greatest. And so we've got to continually reinvent how we do what we do. I love the analogy of the CEO who asked her direct reports, if we were going to increase our productivity by 10%, what would we do? And they started generating ideas. And then she said, no, wait a minute. If we were going to increase it by 100%, what would we do? There was a long pause, and the COO said, you can't get there from here. We'd have to reinvent everything we do. And so I think in many ways, organizations today are looking for, how do we begin to reinvent what we do? And historically, what they have done is turn to sort of their R&D, their research and development functions to say, give us another way. Or they go out and they study other organizations' best practices to see what we can emulate. Or they set up pilots and test markets and those kind of things. And sometimes they miss the most important and most valuable resource they have, and that's their customers. My point is that there are this genius in the customers if we just create a way to access it. The other thing that an important piece of that is obviously where we're going is you got a lot of cool stuff inside your customer's imagination. So how do you tap it? And one of the points the book makes is imagination is a door only open from the inside. And so I'm sort of, if I'm your customer, you got some loudmouth kind of customers who will tell you anything and everything, but most customers aren't just going through babbling ideas all day long. So we've got to figure out a way to get them to share and make public some of their insights and ideas, even if they're half-baked. Sometimes customers don't know what they want. And so the book is all about creating a relationship, partnership again, that says, how do we build the kind of connection, the kind of relationship that will help ramp up their sense of courage, to use a good word here. How do we create a courageous kind of environment and in such a way that they will want to share? They'll feel the comfort in share. They'll feel a sense of attraction to their ideas, even if they're half-baked, and just sort of, I got this idea, I don't know whether it's going to go anywhere. And obviously you all know a lot about customers don't want to be wrong, customers don't want to look foolish, all the usual kind of things that employees feel in organizations.
Right.
So how do we create the kind of connection relationship that enables them to do that? And I built it around 5 secrets. I thought secrets are kind of a cool word. And so 5 secrets that I think are sort of the building blocks of this partnership. And I got these 5 secrets. They're not really that secret, but I got them by looking at, if you looked at the most innovative companies in America and you looked at their cultures and say, what's existing in their culture?
So when does the new book come out?
The pub date, I just got my shipment Friday.
Nice.
So I can hold it up.
Oh, perfect.
Hey,
Yeah.
hot dang, here it is. And it actually got, real pages and stuff like that. Doesn't have a lot of pictures. Sorry about that. Doesn't have a lot of pictures. But at any rate, I'm proud of how it turned out. One of the things I'm most proud about, it comes out September 8th is a pub
Okay.
day. But hold it up a little closer and you can see the cover. And hopefully you can see on the cover
The sprinkles.
It's interesting. What it has actually on the cover.
The callback, right?
Is this mug.
Okay.
This mug. But you see the mug has a slot cut out of it that you put a cookie in. Okay. And so it's a coffee mug with a slot for a cookie. It's called a dunk mug. And it was invented by a guy named Dominic Skinner from Surrey, England, and he was sitting in a pub, and there were some customers who were having their tea, and one of them said, wouldn't it be great if we had a way that the hot tea could keep our cookie warm? And he had his drawing pad on, he drew it, and came up with this dunk mug, sold it to Mocha, UK. And so I thought, and since my last books have been about sprinkles, that it would be cool if we used cookies. My wife made these cookies. She wanted me to tell you that. And put sprinkles on them as a way of saying, okay, here's an example of inside your customer's imagination. He went inside his customer's imagination, came up with the idea, and the rest is history. But it's designed to be an illustration of what the book's about.
Oh, that is a great story. And I love the callback. When I saw the sprinkles, I thought, that's really smart. How do you tie all your work together? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So Chip, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I
Oh,
really
my
appreciate
pleasure. Thank you.